Yo, what is up guys? It's your boy Kodi PvP. In this video, we're going to be going over one of the deadliest builds that I have ever made while playing The Elder Scrolls Online. Now, when I mean deadly, guys, I mean deadly as in you can put down 3 people in a split second. Before you even blink, by the time you are done blinking, 3 people will vanish from the server and they will die, and you will have killed 3 people in a split second. Now you guys are probably wondering, what does Kodi have up his sleeve? And this is, guys, this is like, when I mean deadliest, it is the deadliest. We got 64 points in the health. Now this build can be played on any level. You could be a level 1, you can be level 10. The higher level though, the deadlier the build will get, guys. Now you have to understand that I am the max level and I am at full deadly potential. Now, let's jump into the race and the class. The deadliest build has to be played on an Argonian sorcerer. You have to be an Argonian Magicka sorcerer if you want to be the deadliest. This will work, the deadliest build will work on only this race and this class. Now you can be a deadly build and go like a DK or a Nightblade or a Templar, but you won't be the deadliest. You'll only be deadly. It won't be good enough, guys. You have to be an Argonian Magicka sorcerer. Alright, so we have 64 points in the health, and you have to be an ESO Plus member. If you're not an ESO Plus member, then you're just not going to be deadly enough, guys. I will always be more deadly than you if you don't have ESO Plus. So you have to be an ESO Plus member. Now, we don't need food because we're savage, and yeah, I mean, we don't need a Munda Stone either because, like, why do you have to have a Munda Stone if you're the deadliest build in ESO? Exactly, guys. I just make sense, right? Alright, the gear, guys. The gear is really important. Get yourself 2 pieces of Shadow Rend. This is going to give you a chance to summon a Clan Fear. Now, this Clan Fear is probably the most special thing about this build, guys. And we're also running Smugglers. Now, you're going to want to make sure you're running 8-piece Smugglers because 8 is 3 more than 5. So that means 8 is greater than 5. That means running 8 pieces of Smugglers just outweighs running 5 pieces of Smugglers. Trust me on this one, guys. You want to get all your Smuggler armor, and you also want to get your jewelry. Make sure these are Magicka enchanted. You're going to want to have some Magicka since we are speccing mostly in health. Now, the jewelry glyphs, guys, is where it's just going to... This is basically where half of your deadliness aspect comes from. We are running weapon damage added to your bash abilities. Now, our DPS and our damage comes mostly from elbow hits. How do you think McGregor wins his fights, guys? He hits his opponents with elbow hits. We're taking that, we're taking part of McGregor, and we're putting it into the deadliest build. Elbow damage, guys, do not overlook it. This is probably one of your strongest attributes of this build. Now, you want to make sure you get your gold glyphs. I am not a good enchanter. I'm a novice enchantress right now, guys, so I'm not fully leveled up. So my elbow damage is not going to hit as hard, but it still gets the job done. So make sure to enchant your jewelry with these types of glyphs. Our skills, guys. Like I said, this build can be played on anything, really. You gotta be an Argonian Magicka sorcerer to be the deadliest, though. But you don't even need weapons. Like I said, elbows are overlooked in ESO. They can really knock out your opponents, like, in one shot. So you don't even need weapons. That means you only need 1 bar. So you don't even need that many skill points. Alright, we're running Dark Deal. This is gonna be our Magicka Sustain. We're running Spell Symmetry. We're running Summon Unstable Familiar, Summon Wing Twilight, and Soul Trap. Now, and we're also running Summon Storm Atronach. So before you even engage anyone with this build, you're going to want to make sure you summon your pets. This way, you are more intimidating, and you can take down your opponents, not with only your elbow damage, but with your pets damaging them. Now, here's where things get tricky, guys. So I'm not sure if you guys can manage this build without pots. pots are going to be a big influence on this build. Now, I've been practicing with level 10 pots and level 30 pots. I finally am a big boy and stepped it up to these CP 150 pots. Now, guys, I wouldn't jump straight into this. It's kind of crazy. Like, you have to be really good at using the build. Like, when I mean really good, like, you have to be, like, really good. Like, you have to be, like, Cypher, PK good at ESO if you want to be able to use pots right off the bat like that. So you're going to want to make sure you're maxed. You're maxed in your alchemy. This took a little while. I got it done, though. You want to make sure you grab these passives, guys. They're really helpful. Really helpful. Now, before we jump into the skill rotation and get to the end of this build video, we must go over the champion points. Now, you don't need to use all your champion points because you simply only need a couple to make this effective in the deadliest build possible. Now, we're starting off in the tower. Make sure to get 100 points into bashing focus. This is going to make sure our elbows do not cost that much stamina. We're going to be able to elbow for days and just knock suckers out left and right. That's pretty much it for the green tree. That's all you need. Now, make sure you put 100 in mastered arms. This is going to make sure our direct elbow damage hits 25% harder. And make sure you put 100 points into piercing because you really want your elbows to penetrate your opponent's face. Next up, we have medium armor focus, light armor focus, and heavy armor focus. 50 in each. If you can control your mind, you can wear anything in the game, guys. You can be wearing 15 pieces of armor if you just allocate those pieces of armor on your body the right way. So we're going to be getting extra armor because we can run 15 pieces of armor because I said so. Like, tell yourself you're running 15 pieces of armor, 5 heavy, 5 light, and 5 medium, and you are, guys. It's mind over matter at this point. Expert defender, because this is probably what you're gonna die by the most. Light and heavy attacks are probably the most overpowered freaking thing in the CP system. You will never die by crit damage or direct damage. It's always light and heavy attacks. They're ridiculous OP. Put points into this. And that's really it for the CP, guys. You don't really need that much. Kodi, if you die, then how are you going to get the major expedition? Listen, guys, you'll be fast in the afterlife, so you can do it even quicker next time. Shadowren, yo, maybe we do proc this Clan Fear. We can take down 5 opponents instead of 4. That's 1 more than 4, guys. 5 is 1 more than 4. Now, you guys are probably wondering, Kodi, why do you have to be an Argonian and why do you have to be a magical sorcerer? Listen, buddy, you can't, guys. This is going to give us more health. So when we die, we get more health back. And we still die. Like, it makes it powerful enough to the point where it doesn't matter. Guys, it's been Kodi. This is the deadliest build on ESO. Are you guys ready for the freaking skill rotation? Alright, guys, bear with me. You're going to want to hit your number 3 to summon your pet, your familiar. Then you're going to want to hit number 4 to summon this bad boy. Now you got an army and you're ready to charge in the fight. The next skill that we're going to press is our ultimate. Make sure you have your ultimate before you go into combat. We have 1, 2, 3, and yourself. We got a freaking 4-man army and we're about to squat up deep and go in there. The next skill you're going to want to press is spell symmetry. Now make sure you have your pots, guys, and you have your sets. You're going to want to spell symmetry, and then when you're ready, just let it rip, guys, and we're going to take down 4 opponents in literally a split second. Our Storm Atronach got scared a little bit. He went down before us, but Storm Atronach, Familiar, Summon Wing Twilight, and yourself, we just eliminated 4 players from the battlefield. You guys have to run this thing. This is probably not only the deadliest build, but probably the best build if you want to chase down 1vxers and solo players. Literally go in there with your army, summon your pets. You see Kodi running across the field, start sprinting and spell symmetry, and as soon as you see Kodi or a solo player, just wipe yourself out because you're better off doing that and being the deadliest thing possible. It's Kodi, guys. I hope you enjoyed that build. If you did, run that build in Cyrodiil and show it off to your friends and family. This build is sick. It is deadly. It is nasty. It is the best thing in ESO. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.